Okay, hey you guys, I'm back with another tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to do the cropping method in Silhouette using any size shirt or any size paper that you own. You have to go out and buy anything else. If you familiar with sublimation, you should already have all your tools. Okay, so say for instance, you already designed your shirt in Photoshop. I designed in Photoshop, so I'm going to go to File, Merge. This is my design. Zoom, zoom out. This is my design that I designed in Photoshop. And I'm going to bring in my t-shirt that I made a template with. Okay, this is my t-shirt. This is my design. I'm going to put it, turn down the opacity, go to color over here, turn down the opacity so I can see through my shirt so I can design it. Crop it out. My bad. Let me go over here so I don't have to have that. Okay, now I'm going to size my design. My design should fit perfectly in this shirt because I already designed it according to this shirt in Photoshop. So let me turn these lines off. I hate messing with these lines. Okay, so now I'm going to size my shirt down some more. Size it a little bit too much. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to grab everything. We're going to go over here to modify. We're going to crop. And here's our shirt. This will be our shirt that we will be cropping with. So now you go over here to your square. Doesn't matter what size square it is, just any square. We're going to make this square 8 by 5 by 11. Go over here to transform the second to scale, or you can scale it up here, but I always go here for some reason. So you're going to make this 8 by 5 by 11. That's the size paper I have, 8 by 5 by 11. So I'm going to put this here. Depending on how you want your paper to cut. So I'm gonna just try to get this Michael Jordan in the middle so I won't have a line. See, if I put it right here, I'm gonna have a line right here. So I'm gonna just put my paper in the middle. And this shirt is a size, I think this is a small, either a small or a medium. So I'm gonna put my paper, my square right there. I'm gonna hold down Control, and I'm gonna hit my right arrow key to make a copy of this square. Tap it one time. So now I'm going to click on this square. See how it moves? You don't want it to move. I'm going to click on this square, and I'm going to tap my left arrow key over to overlap this square right here with this square. So I'm going to hit my left arrow key 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm sorry. 3 times. Go back 2. So now I'm going to click on this square. This square right here. I'm going to hold down Control. I'm going to hit my left arrow key to make a copy. And I'm going to tap my right arrow key to overlap this square over this square. 1, 2, 3. Or let me show you what we can do again to make it easier. We can just go here, hold down Control, right arrow key. Tap your left arrow key 3 times to overlap it. 1, 2, 3. Hold down Control, right arrow key. Tap your left arrow key to overlap it. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You're going to line your shirt up in the middle. As you can see, we need more squares. So we're going to highlight all 3 of these. We're going to hold down Control and your down arrow key to make a copy. One down arrow key. That's it. Or you can Control Z undo that. You can right click, copy, and paste. But then you will have to line it up, and that's a headache trying to line this up. So that's why with the Control arrow key, you have a precise line method. So I'm going to hold down my Control and hit the down arrow key. Now I'm going to overlap these squares with these squares. So I'm going to hit my up arrow key, 1, 2, 3 to overlap it. Now let's see if my shirt fit. Nope, I need another line. So I'm going to highlight this at the bottom. I'm going to hold down my Control key, hit the down arrow key. I'm going to hit the up arrow key to overlap it. 1, 2, 3. Now my shirt should fit in the middle. It doesn't matter which way you turn these, it's still going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 9 squares. Because let me show you. If I highlight over all these squares and rotate it to the right, okay, that worked out. So you know what? We can get rid of these. And that's how you decide which way you want your squares to face. So you're either gonna make all your squares first and see what's best way to fit your shirt in, just like I just did, and I turn my squares. That's the best way to see if you want your squares to go up or down. I mean landscape or portrait. So I can delete these squares because I don't need them anymore. So now to do the cropping part, we're going to zoom out. However many squares you have, that's how many times you're going to make a copy of this box, of this design and these boxes. So I'm going to highlight over everything. I'm going to hold down my Alt key. Hold down your Alt. You see that little X came up? I'm going to left click on my mouse and I'm going to drag and make a copy. That's one copy. Hold down Alt, drag, make another copy. I have 6 squares, so I'm going to have 6 of these squares and 6 designs. Okay, you're going to hold down, you're going to go to your first squares, your first set of squares in design. So you're going to click on this line. You can either click or you can drag over, and it's going to select the first box and your design. Or you can click on your design, your square. One square, you're clicking on one square, this square right here, the first square. You're going to hold down Shift and you're going to click on your design to select it. My easiest way, I drag over everything. You're going to go to Modify and you're going to crop. That's your first print. You're going to delete these because you don't need it anymore. Go to your second one. You're going to drag over that second square. See how the second square highlighted? And now you can go down some more and it's going to highlight your design. You can go to Modify, Crop. That's your second print. Delete that. Drag. See how it highlighted the third square? And you're going to drag down some more and it's going to highlight the design. You're going to go to Modify, Crop. And you're going to do this to all your designs. With each square, we're going to do this one with this one, the middle one right here, and the last one right here. And you do this no matter how big your shirt is. You always, however many squares you make, that's how many designs and all your squares you're going to make a copy of. So I'm going to drag from the bottom up You're going to go to modify, crop. That's your bottom. Delete them squares. You don't need them anymore. Drag from the bottom all the way to the top, crop. Get that out the way. You don't need them anymore. Delete it. Go from the bottom, you square, one square, and one in your design. And you're going to crop. And this is what you're going to print right here. This is what you're going to print. And you're going to print each one of these separate. You're going to go over here to your page settings, and you're going to make this page right here 8 by 5, whatever size paper you have, by 11. That's what size paper I have. So I'm going to put my paper, put it to the middle. I'm going to print that. Get my next print, put it to the middle, and I'm going to print that. And until you have printed all your sheets of paper. All your sheets of paper. You're going to put them on this, print each one of them separate. And you just glue them together.